Hi, I'm Akshat Malhotra. This is not just a standalone video, but a part of an entire course on the fundamentals of personal finance. Oh, and don't forget the free Excel calculators that we've created just for you.
Welcome to all of you. And for today's session, as you all know, tax season is coming up. Although we're pretty much still about 45 days from the deadline of 15th September to file our taxes this year. But we thought, it's good to have one session now so that all of you who want to go early on filing the tax, filing your taxes journey can certainly do that. And if need be, we'll do another session later on. But I'd like to welcome Anuram. I'm sure all of you have seen how active he already is on our WhatsApp community. So thank you, Anuram, for doing this. Anuram is a chartered accountant, has loads and loads of experience, has been working on building his startup, as well as helping people learn anything and everything about taxes. So we will today give the stage to Anuram to help you all with all your questions about taxes. As said, just feel free to put your questions. There is no fixed agenda. There's no structured agenda. We just want you all to kind of open up and ask questions so that Anuram can help you. And in case you guys need any sort of professional advice further, Anuram will be more than happy to do that for you.
Hi everyone. We are troubling you guys on Sunday, I guess. So you are able to see my screen, right, Akshat?
Yes, Anuram, we can.
Yes.
Do you want to run by your screens for something that you've created that first, or how should we go? Or should we take questions? Or I think it's better if you have something prepared.
I'll just quickly go through the headlines and basic things, and then regarding that one, if there is a sync, they can ask. Like we were having Devi for the NRI related, right? There is a column about foreign assets related message and everything. So we can have a quick chat about it and then go back. It will be like to and fro every slide, every headline. I'll give my perception. They can go ahead with the question.
Done. Sounds good. And folks, what you can do is you can simply just feel free to unmute and stop Anuram whenever you have a question, so that Anuram can answer it right then and there itself. Since we are a small group, it's good to have the interactivity going on, right? Cool. Go ahead, Anuram. Get started.
Yeah. Just a moment.
And for those of you who just joining in, we'd love it if you could put it on the chat. Where are you from? Which location and which company? Will help us know where all people are joining from.
So yes, this time it is about tax season again, but this time it got extended a lot by 45 days, and that too before 15-20 days government has announced. I think in July 1st, I think they have announced that this time 31st July is not the date. It is September 15th is the new date, because what they have done is they have changed most of the forms, what they want to ask from the people. And the main reason is this one. So it happened so many times, like last few days, whenever I'm talking to people, one was an epic case where he called up and told that, sir, I wanted to file ITR. He was like, I heard that if I file ITR, I'll get money back. Government is going to give me some money. He was making less than 5 lakhs. There was no tax deducted. So he was asking, I'll get some refund. So the trend has become so bad, or to that reached the peak where everyone are filing the ITRs, salaried employees, for the reason of getting a refund. It's like itna tax kata hua hai. What is the basis they get? And also some cases where, like, I'm not talking about negative about employees or anything about this part, but point is, what has happened is, last year, let's say you forgot some deductions, and your CA or a tax consultant or a website, you updated those deductions, you got a refund. And this current year, you gave those deductions to the your company. Company has deducted less tax, and when you're filing ITR, you're expecting again a refund of last year. They're simply asking, boss, I got last year 1 lakh back. Why there is no 1 lakh this time? Because this time they did not even deduct that money from you. So that is a common misconception or information gaps, or what is happening with around the ITR for salaried employees. So there was a past thing also. What was happening is previously the government website was being used by government was using the services of TCS, and that is for your income tax filing. Traces was the tedious place where we cut your taxes and deposit with the government is being handled by someone else. I think it is Infi most probably. So what used to happen is these two systems were not talking to each other. So मैंने company को बोला है कि I'm been in a rented space for 20,000 per month. But when I come to ITR filing, I'm just telling that I'm at what do you say? I'm paying 40,000, 50,000 rent. Because these two systems were not talking to each other, government has no trace and they were refunding this money, and it was a manual check. So let's say Akshat has come to me and said, Anram, I got a 2 lakh rupees tax deduction, and oh great, I'll tell to Akshat, okay Akshat, I can get you back 1.5 lakh. We don't do it in that way, but let's say example case. So and I filed that ITR, and government has no option. They'll just send that, okay, you are from Delhi and you're from this pin code, let's say 5 lakh, sorry, 1 lakh 89, and there is an income tax officer for this pin code. He will verify Akshat's ITR and say, okay, approve it. Then the refund gets created to Akshat. So this process was entirely manual. Because of that, what used to happen is consultants, you would go to income tax officer, respective officer, and say that, bro, Akshat doesn't have this many deductions. He has this much only. So just approve it. हम बात कर लेंगे. So in that way, what used to happen is the deductions were approved and Akshat used to get his refund, which is not actually he has to get, but he got his money back, showing the deductions. And government, what happened is in the last over 10 years, from 2016 or 2014, when they came into the power, last 11 years, they started improving each step of the process. And 2019, it was a major jump where systems are connected. They asked the details from many sources to submit the information. That is the reason you're looking at this AIS, TIS, which is like annual information system and transaction level information system and everything. So these insights got started. For an example, what is happening is, I think Gautam or any of one of us have gone to Reliance and paid a 2 lakh rupees for an iPhone, 2 iPhones at a stretch. Reliance intimates that simply they'll ask for your PAN, and Reliance intimates to the government saying that Anram or Gautam together they came in, Gautam के PAN के ऊपर 2 lakhs का payment हुआ मेरे पास. That's it. So government has an information that Gautam got 2 lakh rupees. But where did he get? He's a salaried employee. He did not file anything with me, and bank is submitting the information that Gautam did not withdraw any money. How did Gautam get this money? So those data metrics, I think you guys know better than what I'm talking about the data and deep. If you're from the software guys, most of them are salaried employees of software. So you know how the projects are working, how the things are working. So these level of insights got implemented. And last year onwards and this current year, they started saying, okay, Akshat, you're saying that you have an investment in ELSS for tax deduction or LIC policy for tax deduction, and you're saying home loan hai, wo sab hai. Bank account de do. Then give me the information of outstanding loan. What is the interest? Which bank ke saath hai, non-bank ke saath hai. They started asking all the questions what our company used to ask. Again, we have to file in the ITR this time onwards. Just to say that how do I reduce this refund part to the employees? I don't want it to give the fake refunds. I wanted to give to the genuine people. So I'm just putting a check, fill the details and take it. And also for a funny fact, government is telling that it's like trust first, then verify. So that is the reason what happened is, if anyone, you are in about a 40 lakhs, 50 lakhs package, even if I file that you have 45 lakhs worth of deductions with all dummy deductions, you will get your 10 lakhs, 12 lakhs money, whatever has been deducted, back to your account. And after 6 months, a notice will be initiated. So previously it was not like that. I have to verify first, then only I'll give you money. Now government is saying that trust the taxpayer first. पूछे तो दे दो. Even it is 10 lakhs, 12 lakhs, थोड़ा सा delay कर दो, but उनको पास पैसे दे दो as per our availability in the accounts, and then send out a notice or intimate. And also they came up with the creative ways, few are good, few are bad. One of the creative ways, small nudge with the message saying that, I think today one of a person in the group got that, got scared about that message, and she was thinking that she got a message saying that declare your foreign assets and all the details. People generally skip it. If you are having a foreign assets and everything, please declare it. Now she is scared. She got scared that she has an account about 6, 7 years back in Singapore, and she came back and she got scared that government got to know about that account. And the point is that account is having about, say, very less 10 lakhs or 10 lakhs or less. So that was the issue. So they're sending out the small nudges, and people are getting worried and they're just paying off taxes. I don't want anything with the government. So that is how the refund and all the things are working. So if anyone wants to ask something, we can talk about this refunds and then go into some other things.
I think very valid scenario is Anurag. I think this happens with almost everyone, right? We get attracted by, okay, we're getting 2 lakhs, 3 lakhs, 5 lakhs back. Let's just get it, and we don't. And then people very often, we'll just kind of put something or the other just to get that back. So
I
really
mean,
interesting. Right?
sad reality is, Akshay, it's not about you getting back. You wanted to get it back, but the
Yeah,
point is you are not made aware of why and how you are getting it back.
correct.
So you see, you have a right to say that. I think I spoke to many. I think about till date I spoke to about 4,000 to 5,000 salaried employees, one-on-one calls. And what I observed is few are frustrated, few are scared. Few are frustrated so much is like, भाई मैंने 10 साल से टैक्स पे कर रहा हूँ, मेरे को कुछ भी नहीं मिल रहा है. I'm not getting a single penny back, and my roads are not great. And कहाँ पे भी गए हो मैं, I'm paying so many things. What is the thing going wrong? I'm so frustrated. मैं लड़ूंगा उनके साथ. I got a client from Mumbai, I guess. He said, भाई आपने डालो, कितना भी डालने के लिए डाल दो, risk free. Notice आया तो भी, I'm ready to still go to high court and fight with them, saying that I got fooled by you guys. I wanted to take a fun out of you. That's it.
My
And he
goodness.
was open with it. I wanted to fight. If notice comes in, I'll fight along with you, or I'll hire a lawyer. What I'll do, I don't care. But I wanted to fight with them. So if you have that clarity, what I'm doing, I would be more than happy. I mean,
Yeah.
we generally help with getting the tax optimization, getting the refunds, Hatke rules, and everything. We do it, but I'll just tell this is what I'm doing. This is what you are doing. I mean, on your behalf, we are doing. And if this notice comes up, what is the headache you have to go through? Are you ready for this? So then, if they say that yes, and I accept, then we'll go ahead with the filing. That is how it generally happens. That's the problem, actually. You're not being aware of what you're doing with your ITR.
Correct. Absolutely.
Yes. So, any
Cool, folks.
questions?
Any question? Yeah, I was just checking that only. Folks, any questions so far? If not, I think Anurag, we can proceed and people can ask questions.
Sure. So this time, because of this extension, what was happening is everyone are hearing about ITR forms. ये क्या है भाई, मेरे को पता ही नहीं है. Last time मैंने filing data दे दिए, आपने file कर दिए. What is this ITR 2, ITR 3, ITR 4, 5, 6, 7? क्या है ये सब? So basically, what happens is when the client comes and asks a CA, or when they go to a website, they'll just give the data, and the people take care of the filing, and they don't. I mean, it was never needed to tell that whether you're filing ITR 2, 3, 4. हमने सिंपल बात करेंगे, मेरे को ओनली सैलरी है, मेरे सैलरी के साथ ट्रेडिंग कुछ डिटेल्स है, मैं वो दे देता हूँ, बस हो गया. So this is how the
Sorry, Anurag, just one thing I'll quickly check in the chat just to make sure. Folks,
yeah.
every one of you are comfortable with Hindi, right? Anyone who does not understand Hindi, otherwise, Anurag will stick to English only. Otherwise, we'll continue doing it in English.
And by the way, I'm from Telugu, guys. So
anyone who does not understand Hindi, you can be just honest. Okay, please continue in English. Yeah, Anurag, let's stick to English as much as possible, because I was under this assumption that people might not be familiar with Hindi.
No worries, no problem. So yeah, I mean, when the client comes in, they give the data, we just ask the questions. Are you having anything apart from salary? You're getting any freelancing income, or did you trade in futures and options, or you are a freelancer or a business? So we ask the questions and take the insights, which form I have to fill, and get it filed with the government. Now, this time what happened is government has released in phases, because they gave the extension. They first released only ITR 1, and then ITR 4, and then later on 2 and 3. Now 5, 6, 7 are still pending. So what is happening is, because they started asking more insights, more questions about how the details have to be coming into their system, these forms have been updated, changed. So they're basic glance. So person who is making more than 50 lakhs, he has to fill his assets and liabilities also. So this year onwards, it's changed to 1 crore. But yeah, we can ignore that typo over here. So if you're earning more than a crore in a year, you have to give to the government saying that I have a house, I have a loan against house is approximately this much, I have this much value of gold, I have this much value of stakes, share balances, bank balances, cash balances. I have to give a small declaration. There is no problem if you skip it, but at the same time, government has not put any penalty, but it is safe to prepare and give it to them on a higher or a lower number. Giving some data would be a better thing for the government. So this is all about ITR forms. Now 1, 2, 3, 4 are live. So if you're only a salaried employee, we can get your filing started now. We can file it, you can file it, and everything can happen. So what are the new changes in taxes are basic? It's like last year, the everyone have to know about is the 12 lakhs limit is from April 1st, 2025. Now we are filing ITR is for 31st April 24 to March 25 details, and the slab is 7.5 lakhs only. It's not the 12 lakhs thing. What happens is every February government announces new tax law for the next financial year. So in the last February, they gave the huge benefit for this, which is applicable from April. For the last year, it's still the 7.5 lakhs. We should not think that, last year mera 12 lakhs ke niche hai, I have to get full refund now. Why you're saying there is a tax? The reason is that it is applicable from 1st April. It's a common confusion with the government calendar years and assessment and financial years and etc. and stuff. Yes. So then going to capital gain changes. So this time, what is a crazy thing? What happened is government, I think transition and stuff. July 23, they announced new tax rates. It's like उन्हें बोल दिया कि it's like you are having a long-term capital gain, आपको indexation benefit निकाल दी है, and then suddenly they said capital gain is straight 12.5%. Earlier it was 10%. मैंने share भेजा, नहीं तो if I sold a shares or if I sold my flat, it was 10% base and 20% for flat. Now they said that it's straight 12.5%, no indexation benefits, nothing. And you have to straight pay that flat fee and all those things. So because they brought up that changes, till 23rd July, your tax rate is 10%. After 23rd July, it's 12.5%. And they also, after this, once they announced, there was a big backlash and everyone started saying that how can that be possible? It is very unfair for us to give so much of less insight. So there are so many deals like, let's say the bad situation we also experienced with 2-3 clients is, he has signed an agreement to sell the flat on June 20th itself. And July 23rd, they came and said that the expiration of 90 days is still not done. And the flat will definitely go out. He has to bear the brunt of this rule change over the night. It's saying that, say, agreement kare, I've done my agreement at 1 crore and my profit is 50 lakhs. And with the indexation benefit, I have to pay zero tax. But now government, because of this sudden rule change, I have to pay 12.5% on 50 lakhs profit, which is not at all acceptable by many of the individuals who are in real estate, who are in between of transactions, and who wants to plan the sale during the year. So government has said that okay, you will get a rebate and everything. So because of that, all the aspects have been changed. So and that also became the complication in the ITR filing this time. We are just giving it every transaction level. If you are traded in stock market and you have 1,000 Reliance shares and you sold 100 shares every day for over a period of 10 days, I have to give to the government every day cut 100 shares and have 100 details. What is the buy price? What is the sell price? And that meticulous level of transactions. So that has become a huge headache this year, actually. I think that is the reason your CA might have been asking send me entire capital gain account with the detailed transactions and etc. So that is all about the story behind the capital gains part. Yes. So, I mean, most of us know that what is this? So when there is a capital gain, I sold a property, I made a profit, I have to reinvest in the, if I reinvest in the house, I'll just get a benefit. Or if I invest in the bonds, I'll get a benefit. In that way, this is all about that exceptions. I think we're not going into the rules of such because we're at, So the beauty of tax is the same thing. You have to plan ahead or ask ahead, and then you can get the benefits. If you forgot to ask how to save taxes to your consultant or any person, what happens is at the time of filing, we cannot go back in time and do some adjustments. And sometimes we can, and that might be not as per the law. We are breaking the law. Sometimes it is good. So it's all person to person basis. It varies. Yes. And this is the biggest news of the part. So what is this foreign assets ka schedule is talking about is, so let's say I invested into US via Vested or Ind Money or some other platforms. I've invested in US and I've invested in Apple. So most of us, like salaried employees, we are good guys. We have no option of selling, what is like hiding much of a things, because problem is once you're getting a salary into your account, if you withdraw cash also, you are being tracked. You cannot withdraw cash properly. So basically salaried people are concised, restricted. We cannot do much. But this clause, so government, I mean, the situation of government, if you're talking about, is such a way that what is happening is they're pulling the rules to curb the taxes or tax evasion from the business people, but highest impact is on the salaried people. Because what is happening is, for that matter, an finance minister of India has something around 2,000, 3,000 crores in different countries. And when he was questioned why you have not informed about these assets to us, he simply said, because he's a finance minister and he has very good knowledge in the finance and tax laws, he simply said, where do I give the information? You guys are saying that I wantedly, deliberately hidden some information, but no, I did not do it. Where is the provision for me to submit that, declare I'm having all these things? You did not ask me any time to fill this up, and you expect me to say that I have these details. And okay, you expect me, I'm good citizen, I'll be giving an information to you, but how do I give it? I don't have a scope or channel to give it. And then government came up, okay, foreign assets. Any resident individual who are having any foreign assets, they have bank accounts, balances, and everything, have to give an information in Schedule FA with the government. So let's say I have a bank account with a $10,000 balance. I have to give the account number, which bank it is with, which country it is with, and the dollars INR value of it have to be reported. And the next problem, government said that you have to fill this, and government forgot to tell that what is the penalty if you're not doing this. So what happened again? It's optional for me. I'll just not submit. You said it's not. You asked me to submit. I did not submit. What do you do now? So for that purposes, last year they changed the clause saying that simple. If your value of assets outside India is more than 10 lakh rupees and you have not filled up this form, you're done. 10 lakh straight penalty. If your value is less than 10 lakhs, no worries at all. It's okay. A chota value hai, or neither it's a small value about less than 10 lakhs, you can ignore. You have a flexibility to ignore about it. But if you wanted to better for safety, you wanted to report, it's report optional. But after 10 lakhs, if your value is greater than 10 lakhs, you're straight penalized with 10 lakhs penalty. So that is all about the foreign assets and stuff. This is applicable to only residents. Devi, as she was talking about, she's an NRI. So you are not a resident of India. So you need not submit your out of country, out of Indian investments with the government. It is only applicable for the resident Indians who are residing in India, resident status. Any questions? Akshat, anything in the chat? Yeah. So I'll go to the next slide. So what is the frequent mistakes? Generally, what people do is, this is about frequent filings. So what started happening is people asked me the questions about, okay, what if I'm not, just a moment.
Yeah, sorry, Anurag, I was on mute. No, nothing on the chat as of now. You can
Sure, sure. So what is the frequent mistakes is like people started asking, Anram, I have a loss in share trading. I lost about say 20,000, 30,000 rupees, and for that matter, I have to give to the government and I have to file ITR too. And what is happening is, and you're charging me more for showing the capital gains. I'm in losses, and so simply I'll skip that losses and details, and you file ITR 1 for me, where you're not talking about any of my capital gain, and give me file it. So now there are two aspects. If you're not asking for any refund or anything much of a problematic thing, you can go with ITR 1, file it. Government might send a nudge later on saying that you skipped these details, please submit and refile it. Not much of a complicated case, but government definitely will do it because they have the data matching situations. So because of that, you cannot skip the data, unnecessary headache, just because we are skipping the trades and stuff. So they might assume that, and there is also a problem with trading is how the report is being taken into the government is like, let's say you invested 1 lakh rupees, bought Reliance, and you sold it at 1,10,000 rupees. You made 10,000 rupees profit, and later again you bought at Reliance at 1,20,000 and sold at 1 lakh, lost 20,000. Net you are at 10,000 rupees. In government's data report, how it is showing is Anuram sold 2,20,000 worth of Reliance and bought it at 20,000 rupees, or average 2,10,000 rupees. Sorry, 2,30,000. He made a loss of 10,000. But government is saying that, assuming that Anuram traded with 2.2 lakh. But actually, what I've traded is with only 1 lakh rupees. I did it twice. Now, imagine if you have done these trades 20 times, 100 times. Your information with government is you made 1 crore rupees worth of sales, and what is it like? You did not even report about it. They're assuming that you have 1 crore. That was a total BS situation what we observed in one of the client. He traded, he lost about 20 lakhs, and he got so pissed and he did not file ITR. He got a notice saying that you evaded taxes and you have to pay tax of 1 crore rupees because this much of volume you have skipped it. Actual in return, and the worst part, what happened to the client is he was trading with a small time broker and who got shut it down. Now he doesn't even have the trade reports, and government is simply saying that you skip the income taxes, you fail to submit that information with us. So that are the small things you have to be very careful, think twice and do about it. Now it is all data driven. In the data driven situations, our situation is very, very, very bad. So as much as possible, match and submit as much as information so that we don't have a problem. And second situation is you're filing for a refund, let's say 50, 60,000 rupees or 1 lakh rupees. You spoke to your consultant, you adjusted what are the deductions which are safe for you, which you can prove or skip or something. You've decided for a refund, and over smartly you said that I don't want to file my capital gains also because I made a losses. And if your consultant accepts and do it, what happens is now, because there is a data mismatch and a refund, government might be picking you up way better than compared to the guy who has just skipped the filing of the data. So that is the reason we have to think like a system rather than like a person looking at the data. So that is about the first mistake many people do.
Anuram, Devi has a question. Yeah, Devi, go ahead. You can unmute yourself.
Can you explain the first example that you said? Like, are they not considering that he bought the stock
Yes.
all the time? Okay, only the selling part they are
They
considering.
have
not
the information
part.
about only sales. So I
Okay.
made two trades. First trade, 1,10,000, and second trade is like 1 lakh. Now this is the sale trades.
Hmm. So they won't have any information on the buying at all.
They have the information about buying also, but what they are doing is they are just considering that what is, I'll just put just a moment, 1,10,000. So this is the information, right? They are assuming that Devi has 2 lakh rupees money with her. That is the problem. If you don't submit the information with them saying that I did these trades and made a profit of 8,000 rupees or a loss of what we say, or a loss that is like 10,000 rupees loss. What government is assuming when you skip this information, they're saying that Devi traded with 2 lakh rupees capital. But actually what happened is Devi traded with only 1 lakh 2 times. So when the information is not given to them in a proper mathematical manner, saying that I traded twice, sold 2 lakh rupees, 2 lakh 10,000 worth of trades and bought it at 2 lakh 20,000, made a loss. Government is simply thinking that you traded with 2 lakh 10,000 rupees, whereas your income is only 1 lakh, or you don't even have an income for last year. You don't have an income, and how did you trade with 2 lakh rupees? And now I'll just put the numbers in a better way. So let's say into you did this trade 10 times. This is the best case scenario. So you traded with 1 lakh rupees 10 times in same Reliance stock, let's assume only one stock. And government has a data saying that Devi sold to 21 lakh rupees worth of shares. And they do have it in the back end that she has 22 lakh worth of shares and lost 1 lakh. And when you have not submitted this information, government is so stupidly sending out a notice saying that how come Devi has 20 lakh with her? In reality, you just had 1 lakh and lost the entire 1 lakh.
I'm buying and selling the same stock again and again, and that accumulation alone they take into account.
Yes, they're thinking by base level, they're thinking that you have 20 lakhs and you trade it with 20 lakhs. But in reality, you had 1 lakh and lost entire 1 lakh.
Okay.
So if you're not submitting that capital gain information or skipping that, assuming that you have a loss, government is assuming this way, which is harmful for us. Yeah, so that was the thing. Now you got it right, Devi.
Yes, Anuram, thank you.
Yeah. And also one more thing, what they're doing is the TDS mismatch. Whenever you're having some savings bank interest or some FDs, there is a TDS being deducted. We have to have no option. We have to declare it. About what is it, like 3-4 years back, government used to not even have this information. So many people who are having savings bank interest of 1 lakh, 2 lakhs also, they just simply skipped it off. CA never asked, they never gave, they never paid taxes on that. Now they have the all insight, so everyone are paying taxes on the same as well. And from this April onwards, everyone have to push their savings bank balances, FDs to someone in your family with lesser income and less than 12 lakhs, so they can save taxes on FDs or savings. I mean, it is simply saying that putting in mutual fund is better, but I personally don't recommend everyone going to mutual funds even with 1 lakh rupee balance. That's entirely a different story. Akshat and Gautam will take care of it. But yeah, that's a personal opinion. You have to have your investments in separate person's account so you can save some taxes. So I think we already discussed how people are missing about schedule FA informations, capital gain errors, and how government is nudging them with the mathematical errors is all about the second mistake, second frequently done. So you might have 2 trading accounts. You only gave 1 trading account to the consultant and he forgot about reconciling with the government data and filed it. And later you'll just get a nudge saying that Akshat or Gautam, you forgot about this information. There is some gaps. Please look into it and revise the return. That is how it is happening. So that one thing we have to be careful. How many trading accounts are there? You have to give all the trading account reports to the consultant or a CA. And the most prominent one is this refunds. So I mean, why we are talking about so much of refunds is even after this much of additional details government is asking, salaried employees are not at all scared. They're simply asking, I want money, that's it. There is a guy with whom we filed return or we were about to file return. He has 25 lakh rupees of salary package and he submitted documents, fake documents to the company for deductions of 14 lakh rupees. So he was paying technically tax on 9 lakh rupees only, and he was asking me to get back the refund of 1 lakh, which is on the 9 lakh rupees what company has deducted. So they are filing at that stupid level. And the problem with that level is if government finds that you are fabricating the document and submitting it them, definitely there is a huge possibility you'll get a notice. And when the notice comes in, and if you give a fabricated evidence, you are committing a sin as per, or you're breaking the law of Information Technology Act. If the government starts invoking that Information Technology Act, your job is gone. You will be arrested, and your job and your career is gone at a stretch. So why you are taking, why someone is taking that much of risk, I don't know, or they're just not aware of the risk. I was asking him to pay more taxes, at least some more 20-30,000. Forget about refund, pay 20-30,000, so he'll be in safe. I don't even say that you have to pay back 3 lakhs. I said 20-30,000. He was not happy with it. And there are, unfortunately, this time I came across 4 to 5 people in that way. Earlier, I was thinking only in Bangalore. I said, there used to be happen in Bangalore. Last year, they did this one. There is a trend in Bangalore. They'll give the fake documents also. So that's the cons. So don't go with refunds. And if someone is asking about 10% of your refund, or 5%, 2%, 3%, just run away from them. So that is the refund. So anyone having doubts about refund, or thinking about getting a refund, you can ask a question. It's okay. It's open thing. We also file for refunds. I'll also adjust something so the client can get some money. But my context is, you should be aware of what I'm doing. I'll just explain the clause where I'm doing the adjustment, creative things, what I'm coming up with, so that you can be safe with the notice part. So those kind of extra efforts we are putting in to be on a safer side, but we don't take any percentages. We don't, because see, what is happening is, when you are asking for a refund and you're getting a refund, risk is on you. All these people also, what I observed is the same thing. Why this business is so booming than my startup? I started in the saying that I'll save you legally taxes, but better than me, they are making money is because of simple. Simple thing is like, I file thousand returns, every 1,000 person, I'll just put a refund of 1 lakh rupees, 2 lakh rupees, and I'll take 20,000, 10,000 rupees per person. So it is as good as 2 crore rupees I'll earn from this 1,000 people. And hardly 5% of these people will get a notice. Let's say 10%, manlo. If I just block 100 people, and along with that, whoever came, the 200 references, if I block 200 people, I'm sorted, I'm safe. What happens next? The 800 people next year will refer another 800 people. My business goes on and goes on. But ultimately, who is at loss is the person who has filed, because that guy is responsible. How much ever promises they do, even if I promise also saying that nothing will happen, I'll take care of it with the high refund of 2 lakh rupees. At the date of notice, what I can maximum help you out is with saying that this is correct only, but something has happened, some error, some issue. But ultimately, you have to pay back the tax with penalty, which can vary up to 50 to 200%, 50% to 200% of your refund. And if on top of it, if you're giving the fabricated evidence to safeguard yourself, you will be screwed. Sorry for being blunt, but yeah, that is a harsh reality. Anyone? Any questions around it?
Not yet. Not yet.
Yeah, sure. So yeah, these are the due dates. If you file delayed after 15 September, there will be a charge of 5,000 rupees. For business, audit cases, etc., there are different dates. I think we can ignore most of the people as salaried employees. So, and also what will happen is, if you are filing after 15 September, you will lose the option of filing under the old tax regime. So we have to be careful about that part and take care of it. Yes. So what are the best practices? Like, collect all the required documents, look at AISTS. If someone are filing on their own, be careful about what is happening with the AISTS and the same has been reflected or not. And check that if something is not matching or something is happening, take an expert consultation. If you want, I can also help you over a text saying that this might be your error and stuff. But I won't be able to give a most of the time, because the season started and we are filing with many people. General help or something, have a glance, maybe I will do it for you. But that is the thing, you just have to be careful about AISTS, what is reflecting and what you're filing. Many people have filed or filing with just form 16 with a refund and everything, and just filing it off, forgetting that they had the trades or looking at that AISTS information. I mean, there's a detailed checklist. I think most would already have it. So what are these notices and things? I'll simply say in a simple manner, What is 143.1 is something I filed 20 lakhs of salary income and this is my taxes breakup. And government on the other side will do a math calculation. 20 lakhs as per the logic, as per the information, whether the tax is this much or not, both are matching or not. And if they are matching, what happens is like, okay, it's good to go. It's simple mathematical matching thing what they'll do in the processing. Once that is done, they'll send a revert back saying 143.1. Sometimes if we have done any mistake, it will show you have to pay tax. If you have not done any mistake, it's sorted. So you need not worry about this 143.1 or 139.9 also. These are system generated. 139.9 is effectively you made some deliberate mistake in the filing itself. You just have to update the filing and give the new submission. What you have to be worried about is this 143. This is as good as government asking, okay, you have filed for 1 lakh rupees refund. You have already got it. You claimed XYZ deductions. Prove me those deductions, give me your bank statements, give me entire your data history with us, and then we can file it. That is how it's a 143.2. That is what you have to be worried about. These two are very pretty basic. You need not worry about it much. So maximizing deductions, it's like, see, for any salaried employee, maximum safest deductions what they can take is HRA, ATC, ATD. And if you're getting the maximum benefit or you're able to get a maximum benefit of this and crossing about your deductions are about 6 lakh, 7 lakh rupees, you will get a good refund. Apart from it, if you push, it is like very risky. And even if you wanted to push, there are very few aspects like parents deductions or something. Don't even try to go to donations this year. I have a client who, what is it like? He transferred to a political party the amount. They gave him the receipts. He took back the cash or something he has done for last 3-4 years. Lucky he did not get a notice yet, but he is worried. And this year also he did the same transaction and he just withdrew that deduction, paid tax of 1-2 lakhs, and simply said that it's okay. I'm done with all these deductions for this year. So government is very, very, very stringent on all these people. So we have to be careful about it.
And in fact, I read that story on the Calibri font as well with the AI
Yeah, that's an interesting one.
detecting that. That was really, really sharp. I mean, think of it. I mean, the AI is able to see that this particular form or the tax filing was done in so and so year, and at that time the font even did not exist.
Very true. I mean, actually, AI itself is scary, and that is pretty basic also, Akshat. What happened is after AI is being introduced, I used to have a ghostwriting services from some people,
Uh-huh.
and what I used to ask is simply copy paste their content into ChatGPT and ask how much of this portion is written by you. It was simply
Yeah.
that the entire thing is I only wrote it with some changes. These are the changes. And I was like, I used to bash them left, right, center. What is this, guys? You should have at least put some efforts to construct better and stuff. So
Exactly.
yeah.
Exactly.
So and the document part is very basic. Even if we ask ChatGPT with the free version, it will give it the answer what government is doing. It's not something great custom AI implementation has been done. It's pretty
Right.
basic what they're doing. And AI era of tax thing is like it will be going to be a nightmare for most of us.
I can understand.
Yes. So special considerations, it would be like, one important aspect I would like to talk about is if you are a salaried employee plus doing a consultation, you're getting consulting income, you have to be planning those things in a better manner. And because there will be a TDS, there will be a higher hit of taxes and everything, you have to be careful about what you're doing with those incomes and details. If it is a freelancing income with a small time person to person, there is no TDS being deducted. Be careful to take it in a spouse's account or mom's or dad's account instead of your account only. And because sometimes some small error with the consultant, errors are pretty much common. And when they ask the bank statement, if they pick up this pattern, every month you are getting 50,000 from someone, who is that person, why they are giving you, etc. and all, we will be in a very difficult situation. So I have observed that is a trend. I mean, even I like an experienced person working on my tech side of the thing. There are a couple of employees working with the different company and helping me out with the tech part. So I pay them. So, but I ask them also if you're taking care of it or not, and if you want in a separate account, I'll give it in separate account and everything. So you just have to be careful about that part. Not taking into your account, take it into the separate spouse's account or parents' account and things. So a brief, verify, maintain, ask more questions, disclose foreign assets, take a help of professional help. I prefer take an known person, CA ka help offline. See, offline versus online, there will be cost variation of 1,000 rupees as what I would see. But a 1,000 rupees premium what you're paying for an offline consultant, what will happen is you can ask, you can shout, you can they're available. I see. I would definitely say that there are going to be experience problem, customer experience problems with startup or even on clear tax like a big company or Quico, Wakil Search or some other people. And with us, who even we are budding up, we are also that manual thing. There will be a customer experience around the customer experience, some issues. So just we have to hurdle out how those things happens. But why a person is because you have him right on a dial list. You can dial and ask some questions, not with the filing part, anything apart from the tax parts. The problem with the online startups is you will be routed to customer care, whether they'll help or not, we don't know, and how they're going to charge, we don't know. And tomorrow, next year, you wanted to say that you guys did it, they won't even have the track. So those problems are there. So we have to be just look at those and take a comfortable person thing and go ahead with that one. That is a better choice. But yeah, that is one more thing.
If you have any questions, please add them in the comments below and I will make sure we answer them. Do like, share, and subscribe to this channel.